Humans of the cardboard, welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today, let me clear this. Today we've got more news. We've got reveals for Photon Hypernova. Count them, 2 new cards for Evil Eye. You guys know I was a big fan of this archetype when it came out. It only got like 1 new card of support, or 1 or 2 cards of support after that. Never really did enough to push the deck into playability. But we see some cards here. Hopefully these are enough to like catapult the deck into like at least like rogue status again. I mean, I would argue this deck hasn't even been in rogue level for a minute. So hopefully we can look at that here, and let's just get into it for sure. So starting off here, we have our first card. This is Basiltris, Familiar of the Evil Eye. So let's click on this guy. Holy crap. This is like a oh my, I don't even know what's going on here. This thing is crazy looking. Kind of looks like a combination of the Basilius plus the other one. I don't remember that one's name. But yeah, Familiar of the Evil Eye. Level 3 Dark Fiend effect monster. That's a pretty decent like stat line there. Okay. You can only use the first and second effects of this card's name each once per turn. First effect: if this card is in your hand or graveyard and you control an Evil Eye monster, quick effect, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. Super interesting. This is a quick effect. I don't know. I mean, like, because you kind of do want to get linking up, so I don't know exactly why you would want to like do this, like not do this on your first turn to like get up into the link 2 at least. I think the link 3 is pretty poop, but the link 2 is pretty good. Second effect: during your opponent's turn, you can quick effect. Why with my mouse is all fucked up on this. During your opponent's turn, you can quick effect. Immediately after this effect resolves, link summon 1 Evil Eye monster using materials you control. When you do, you can treat Evil Eye equip spells you control as Evil Eye monsters and use them as material. Very interesting. Okay, so this gives you only during the opponent's turn, but it gives you the ability to quick link, and you're allowed to use the equip spells as well as material, which is pretty cool. Kind of get more bang for your buck there. That means if you literally just controlled this card with an equip spell on it, you could still just make Gorgon, and then as long as you had a way to get an equip on Gorgon, her negate would still be live. That's pretty cool. Okay, kind of a lot interesting things going on here. I mean, he is banished when he leaves the field. That's like the biggest downside to him, but I have said a lot that I'd love to see a new updated extender for the deck, and I think this fits the bill. It's not necessarily a +1. It is kind of a 1-for-1 extender, but being able to add to your boards and get you the quick link on the opponent's turn could provide you with extra negation or extra interruption in general on your opponent's turn. So I'll take it. I think this card's pretty decent for sure. All right, next up we have another spell. This is Evil Eye Resurrection, a normal spell card. You can only use the first and second effects of this card's name each once per turn. Send 1 Evil Eye monster and 1 Evil Eye spell trap from your deck to the graveyard as cost. Excuse me? As cost. Send and send. That could literally be the whole effect, right? Send the one that reborns itself from grave. Send both the equips actually have effects that like get you a resource from grave, right? Wow. Okay, that's pretty crazy. Okay, so when you do that, add 1 Evil Eye equip spell from your deck to the hand. Also, for the rest of this turn, each time you activate a non-Evil Eye card or card effect or effect, you lose 500 life points. So we've seen this before. They have a couple of cards that burn you to do things. It is what it is. This definitely contributes to that. But most Evil Eye variants I've ever seen are pretty dang pure, so I wouldn't expect you to activate a ton of non-Evil Eye cards the turn you're using this, or at least after. You can also sequence this to be later. Very, very cool. And this is an Evil Eye card, which the field spell searches any monster, but Surziel searches any card. So you could literally go Surziel into this, or this, not into Surziel, but send a monster and search and equip. So I guess the only argument with this is that it is not technically a starter by itself. It does need another monster in hand, but, between like triple Surziel and the other extenders you'd be playing, this would get you an extender, and at least get you to Gorgon at least, so that works out. Pretty cool. Second effect, if you link summon an Evil Eye monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, equip one Evil Eye equip spell from your graveyard to one Evil Eye link monster you control. Very cool as well. This pairs really nicely with the new monster, so that way if you do a quick link summon on the opponent's turn to go into like a Gorgon, I would assume we're using Gorgon more than we're using Zerziel, then you would be able to trigger this card to immediately get an equip on it, because as we all know, one of the reasons Evil Eye is not as good as we wish it could be, it's because you have to have like equips on monsters, otherwise they like literally do nothing. They just don't do much at all. But yeah, all in all, I'm pretty blown away by this card specifically. Send a monster and a spell trap as cost is pretty nuts. The only way this card could have been better is if it on resolution like searched something more than just the equips. If this could search like any Evil Eye card after dumping 2, it'd be insane, because it'd be like the best starter in your deck by far, while also getting like a ton of setup. But I understand why they didn't make it do that. Only searching equips is still decent, especially because one of the problems with the deck is if you just cannot get to your equips. So we'll take it. All in all, pretty good. I mean, this is kind of the extender I was looking for. This is kind of a nice addition in terms of consistency as well as value. This card gets you like super plus. I mean, it 1-for-1s for the equip, and probably both the monster and the spell trap you dump are also going to result in a +1 in some way. And then this last card also kind of gets you a +1 by getting a free equip back from grave. So kind of a lot of that value there. This guy's not necessarily a plus, but I'll take it. At the end of the day, this is still really solid support. I'll definitely be whipping the deck out again and messing around with these cards once they come through. But until then, very, very cool. This is like literally the first thing from this new core set that I've actually been excited for. I don't really care about Photons. I don't really care about Chaos. I don't really care about Gishki. This is like the literal 2 first cards from the set that I'm actually like interested in building or messing around with myself. But very cool. Nonetheless, I'm out of here for today. Thank you so much for watching. As always, let me know your thoughts down below. If you are an Evil Eye player, an Evil Eye stan, please let me know in the comment section down below if there's anything I missed specifically about it, and there's any synergies with cards that are already in the deck that I didn't mention. Definitely let me know your comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.